just thought to take a little time out to thank the Lord.
Yeah. Thank you, Lord, for season 6. Thank you. Who would have thought a podcast could be a gift, really? That press and B could spiritually uplift and simultaneously give a Pharisee fits. All in all, you the one controlling it, so the Lord is my shepherd, I can't go skit, so this new pot life is like a skit, though. A lot of people swinging, I didn't even throw a pitch, though. Forehead is flint, what I'ma flinch for? Nothing. We all gonna repent for what we did, so I'ma keep it moving. Ain't no stripper or no cussing gonna ruin what we doing. We are dwelling in communion. Assignment is different. Dwellers get the sentiment. Vulnerability's my superpower. How many feeling it? Thank you, Lord, for this influence. Without you, influence just don't make sense. Nah.
Ladies and gentlemen, I am your host, Tim Ross. Did you miss me? I missed you. Hi, y'all. I hope you're doing well. I don't know. There's no... Dude, I've been off for 6 weeks. I don't even know if I know how to do this anymore.
No, it's only been 1 week, man. What are you talking about?
We
were here last week.
I'm sure it was 6. I love you guys. I'm so happy that you're here, and I missed you. And yeah, we're back. And I'm like, I think I'm rusty. I don't know. Maybe this is rust. No, this is not rust. This is rest. Mm-hmm. That's what you hear. Like, I'm very rested. Like, very, very rested. And yeah, it feels good. It feels good to be back in an oversized t-shirt and shorts, and for it to be, I don't know, 75 degrees when it's 167 degrees outside. It's good to have the band back together again.
Tim, we're not, are we fired? Like, is this the last one?
Well, if we were fired, then we wouldn't have come back. Like June 30th would have been the last post, and that would have just been it. Like,
we came back just to say that's it, guys.
Yeah. We actually came back 6 weeks later to say we're done. Like, we went to Australia and we didn't want to come back, and so we're done. So anyway, yeah, no, I love you guys so much, and thank you all for giving me and us the grace to rest, the gift to rest. I know as content creators, the adage is that content is king, and if you're a content creator, you gotta constantly be putting out content, because if you don't put out content, then you're irrelevant, and maybe your subscribers go somewhere else, maybe your followers go somewhere else, maybe they don't want to hear from you anymore, and that's not why we do this. I'm not doing this to watch a subscription count go up. I'm not doing this to watch a following go up. I'm doing this because I'm supposed to be doing this. And so that's why we out here, and following go up. Yeah. So like with that in mind, my mindset is that I'm going to do this at the same cadence that I've done every other thing in my life. And July is always the month that I rest. It's the 7th month. It's my Sabbath month. And so I work 11 months, and then I'm off for a whole month, and I don't do anything that I'm supposed to be doing. So, I don't do any work that I would normally be doing. And so from that, we have just decided to chill, and we chilled hard, and, we chilled in a different country.
Yes, we did.
And I took my whole team and I took their spouses, and because I wanted them to be exposed to what I've been exposed to for years and years and years. So that we did, and I think we did it well. Like, I was completely detached from America. Like, I was completely detached from all the workings of America, and all the shenanigans of America, and all the culture of America. I love this country. It's dope. But to get out and to be in what I refer to affectionately as my second home, Australia as a country is my second home. And for the 5 weeks that we were there, it was literally there was no touristy part of that trip. We lived there. That's what we did. We lived there. And so we picked up a car and we went to our house that was across the street from the beach on the Gold Coast. Shout out to Goldie. And, Juliet and I went grocery shopping 2-3 times a week, and we piddled around, and she was at the beach every day. Every time when I woke up, she was gone. And then I woke up, and then I went to do my workout and shopped and sat around, and I literally didn't do anything that I would be doing if I was here in my normal rhythm. Yeah. You know what I mean? There are some things that I won't stop doing that I started doing there now that I'm back. But it was very it was very restful. It was stress free. That's what it was for me. How was it for y'all?
Dude, you gave so you told me, make sure you tell Rachel she's coming with us.
Yeah, for sure.
Because my wife's literal dream vacation spot is Australia. And I think you might be the bougiest person I've ever met in my life. Look, you made it from that West Covina hitter. You know what I'm saying? Like, you made it out the trench.
I came out the hood,
for
fam.
Christ.
Yeah,
you made it.
I came out. Yeah. He brought me out. Yeah, he brought me to the promised land.
So for me, it was one, as a husband, to bring my girl, to give her like the dream vacation for over 20 days was so insane. And for the dwellers to make it happen, and like the giving that they did.
Yeah,
like,
for sure.
Just everything that lined up was so beautiful.
Yeah.
And then the creepiest thing about Australia was I saw kids running around unattended.
Yeah, oh, for sure.
And
it's the safest country in the world.
All the trauma that I haven't dealt with from my environment kicked in. I'm like, where are the parents?
Yeah, absolutely correct.
I'm getting mad. Yeah. I'm reaching for my gun. I have no gun. I'm confused. And then everyone's like, the parents they're having their food. Yeah. They're beachside.
Yeah.
The kids are safe here.
Oh yeah, absolutely correct.
So that's what it was for me. It was so beautiful.
That's
the
dope.
people are gorgeous.
Yeah.
It's great.
Yeah.
Bro, I had like a big expectation going into it. I was like, God, you're just gonna download something like revolutionary and impactful, and I'm gonna like come back healed and cancel therapy, and like everything's gonna be great.
That's hilarious.
And that didn't happen. But what did happen is I learned, and I thought I already knew this, which is weird, but I learned how to rest. And like I thought I was like a champion of rest, right? Like I thought like I knew it, but then I realized I was super addicted to my phone. Over there, it's a brick.
Absolutely.
And
correct.
so like if you're not on Wi-Fi, you're not. And we deleted socials and everything. So like
that's right.
It was just a brick.
Yeah. So before you say anything else,
yes, sir.
Whenever I Sabbath, for the month of July, I delete all social media, right? And I invited you all to do the same thing.
Yeah,
I didn't make it mandatory,
nope.
But I invited you all to do the same thing because in this content creation space, that's where all of our work is, right? Yes. And I just didn't want it to be a point of frustration or a point of like that habitual kind of go-to of like I'm scrolling. It's like, no, look up. Like you're in a different country. Like take it all in. Yeah. Like, you know what I mean? And remove all the stuff that kind of snaps you back to where you live and where you work. So
no, 100%. And I realized how difficult that was for me because my like nervous system was programmed to be like, oh, pick up your phone. Or like my brain would be like, just re-download Instagram. Just re-download. You don't have to post anything, but just re-download it. And look. Yeah. And I'm just like, oh my gosh, dude. I was bewildered by how addicted I was to it.
Wow.
And so being in Australia, I was truly unplugging.
Yep.
And like, it was not just this easy switch for me.
Yep.
But the benefits of it, like I learned, for me, I learned how to be single. And like, dude, when I tell you, I would go to the mall when I wanted to go to the mall. I'd go eat when I wanted to go eat. Like, I would just go out and explore. Me and this dude walked around like all the time, like every day. We had gelato every night. It was amazing. Amazing. And I miss that gelato.
Yeah, you should. I miss it.
I miss it so much.
Yeah.
Yeah, but that was it for me.
That's awesome. That is amazing. Juliana, we got to hear from you. You're going to have to come.
Oh, Holy, you should come over here.
Yeah, you're going to have to
Wrap
come
around
get
to-
in the camera.
Wrap around to me and Sammy Boy.
Because you're a part of this.
Appreciate y'all. Everyone knows it's been my dream to go to Australia. So you literally made my dream come true. But I have something very similar to Sam of like there were a lot of things I was in denial in that like being in Australia forced me to recognize that I was in denial.
Yeah.
And so like I really feel like I reached another level of freedom in Australia
Wow.
and learned how to be single.
Hey,
So yeah,
what were you in, if you don't mind
yeah.
me asking? I'm curious, what were you in denial to?
Well, I am in a relationship.
Yep.
And I just realized
First of all, you just broke 1,000 men twice.
Are you aware of how many hearts have just broken right now?
Yeah, we're probably going to lose 500 subscribers and followers.
They're leaving right now.
Oh, absolutely. They're trying to resend their DMs now. Unsend. I really didn't have a question for Tim. I knew Huli was going to answer. And that's why I had a shirt off in 3 of my last pictures, and they were pinned at the top, just in case Huli looked. No, I'm just kidding. Okay, so you're in a relationship.
Yes,
Yep.
I'm in a relationship. So it's a long story, but a lot of just a lot of past trauma came up. You know, I don't even know how to put it into words, but just a lot of past trauma because I was just experiencing like it finally hit my head. I'm like, I'm in a relationship. I mean, I'm legally single.
Right.
I'm not married.
Yeah.
But I'm in a relationship and I'm gonna have to work through a lot of my past trauma and like just realize that my life is about to change.
Yep.
Like there's a big adjustment coming.
Yeah, for sure.
And so I mean it's been great and he's great.
Yeah.
So yeah.
No, that's
It's a little
very
bit short
interesting.
story.
Yeah, no, that's good. That's good. I appreciate you sharing that. I think for me, one of the things that's like very interesting about when you put yourself in a position to rest is, first of all, most people go into it like you, Sammy, right? Like God's about to meet me.
Yeah.
Right? I'm going up a mountain. Yeah. He's going to give me commandments.
Yeah.
And I'm going to know what to do with the next decade of my life.
Yep.
As I'm resting. And God's like, I ain't talking to you. Right? Like not like that.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
He's like, I want you to rest, you know?
Yeah.
So I've had people that have said, you know, I'm going on sabbatical and I got like 5 books to read. And I'm like, you're not going on a sabbatical. You're going to work. You're just going to go do a different type of work because you think resting means working on yourself. And that's not resting.
Yeah.
When you're getting operated on, do you know what they do after the operation? They put you in post-op. You know what's happening in post-op? Nothing. The operation's over. You're supposed to rest so that your body can recover from the trauma that it just experienced, right? But here's the thing. Here's one of the unintended consequences that come from sabbatical rest. Things pop up that were never going to pop up while you were moving. And it's only in that stillness that you realize, what the hell?
Mm-hmm.
Right? Like,
Right.
you start going, what?
Right.
Was I thinking that?
Right.
Did I believe that? Am I addicted to my phone?
Yep.
Like, you know what I mean? Like, I'm having like that cigarette phantom, like packing,
Yes,
you know,
dude.
when they pat and they're like,
Yes,
oh,
dude.
I have a nicotine patch. I'm still looking for,
Yeah.
you know, my vape, you
Yeah.
know. I think a lot of people wind up running from rest because they don't want to run into themselves.
Big facts.
So they stay.
Big facts.
Holy literally. but it's easier to get there out of the country.
Yeah.
I mean, you can go to a log cabin in Montana. It's just something that, you know what I mean? When you fly on the other side of the world, cross the international date line and time zone, have to hit customs, get a passport stamp, drive on the other side of the road, or at least ride on the other side of the road. You know what I mean? You're just like, oh, I'm nowhere near where I'm from, and therefore I have nothing else to do but relax. Don't nobody know me here. Nobody care about what I'm doing. Like, you know, so it's a beautiful thing. I'm grateful y'all got to experience it.
No, man. And one of the big things that like was a revelation for me was I had this belief that I had to have people with me to do things. And so like I wouldn't do things if my friends weren't going to go. I wouldn't do things alone. And in Australia, I'm like, ain't nobody here.
Yeah.
Trust.
Like I gotta, if I'm going to figure out things here, I got to go by myself. I'm going to do it.
Yeah,
and
it's beautiful.
In Australia, I had no problem going into a restaurant and being like, table for one. But
right.
It was, I want to try this restaurant. I'm going to try it.
Yeah, for sure.
And so sometimes we all would go out and do things as a group, but a lot of times I just went whenever.
I love it. Oh, I love it. Rachel, are you down to?
Yeah.
I mean, because you're here. I just want to know.
The Scandinavian queen is en route. The colonizer herself, for Christ.
Let me tell you something. The colonizing for Christ is actually an accurate statement, because it's like that we're making his kingdom come to earth. So Rachel's in the building, ladies and gentlemen.
Yes, I am. No, it was such a great trip. I'm very thankful to just get out of my normal life and spend like 2.5 weeks with my husband with like nothing in the way, like no work. Like it was amazing. I don't think we've ever, I think our honeymoon was 9 days, but we've never had just like a full like 2.5 weeks to just hang out with each other.
Yeah,
it was
that's
amazing.
dope.
I did learn that me and Sam have very different opinions on things. We were constantly fighting. He doesn't like canes.
He doesn't like canes?
He doesn't like canes.
It's dry chicken, bro.
Oh,
The
wow.
only thing good there's a sauce.
Raising canes.
Raising canes.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. Wow.
But
It was loving fights.
We fought about a lot of food things. I tried to get him to drink water. He said no.
Oh my gosh. Sam
he's
likes
drinking
his
water
urine.
today.
Oh, great.
We're very proud.
Sam likes his urine yellow. He likes Sunny Delight.
But yeah, no, it was so great. Like kind of going off what you said, like there's something that happens in your brain when you go to a different country, and Australia, like it's a different culture. It's not like crazy different, but it's still different.
Yep.
And just learning how other people live, and their culture is very relaxed. You know,
is.
like
Yeah.
they take their time off. They close their store at
That's
3
right.
p.m.
Yep.
Like,
Yep.
it's just very inspiring. Like you learn a lot from other cultures and other people, and I enjoy it every time I go. I love traveling. I'll go anywhere. Like, but Australia has always been the one place I've always wanted to go. So
Yeah, that's dope.
yes, it was definitely amazing, and thank you so much for the opportunity.
Oh no, it's my pleasure.
Oh, we gotta tell the dwellers though. This dude turned our balcony into a full blown like bird oasis.
It was,
was
a
20 birds.
bird sanctuary.
There was 20 birds on our balcony every single day waiting for food.
Hector was basically, you remember Home Alone 2?
Yes.
The lady in the park?
Yes.
He was literally the bird whisperer.
Yeah.
He had a full-on bird conference. It was a bird revival.
Tim, I was pissed because as soon as I got to the airport leaving, like getting ready to leave Australia, it said you can't smuggle birds. Like there was a literal poster that said no smuggling birds. I didn't know that was a thing.
It is
But
a thing.
I was so like disgusted with Australian people for that. It's like, how could, what do you mean I can't take a parrot? I was pissed, bro. That was disgusting. I could cry right now.
You were going to bring one home?
I was going to smuggle one, and during every live stream, bro, it was going to be right here. And his name was going to be Christ King. He was going to be so cute.
You were going to be like basically a pirate. if you have a parrot on your shoulder, you have pirate tendencies. I don't think Australian culture has pirates in their DNA. Well, their ancestors are pirates for sure. But like, that's crazy.
Yeah.
Dude, I've never seen so many birds show up for a revival on time as they did when Hector was there. Like
I had them on a schedule because
dude, they came.
They knew
like
at
clockwork.
They knew at 9 a.m. the Mexican guy from over the border is going to leave. And I would dice it up for them because the grapes are too big.
Yeah.
I chopped the grapes into like little thirds, diced up some watermelon. I love those little guys. They're God's kids. Oh, they did it out of my hand.
They
I
literally were
was
eating
there.
out of it.
I was their Messiah.
And
And God made a way.
I am so. All right. Here's what makes it hilarious. What floor were y'all on?
The 12th floor.
Y'all were on the 12th floor, so we're not like first floor, second floor.
Yeah.
These birds are flying up. Like they're flying up to your place.
Yeah.
Which is hilarious to me. That's wild, fam. That's wild. We got basement tattoos.
Hey.
We came back with basement tattoos. So that B is not for bicep. We just got the little basement logo, the little B with the little, because isn't that braille underneath it?
Yes, because it's an elevator button.
Yeah,
so
it's an
there's a
elevator
little braille for B.
So when I got the tat, Noah just started pressing the B, like I'm pressing B. I'm literally pressing B now, and I'm like, come on, bro. So we did that because it's basement for life. It doesn't bind us to be together forever. I mean, we all have lives, and God calls us, and we might do some things different in the future. But
Just stop. No, absolutely not.
okay, great.
God is not calling us away.
Okay, cool.
We are stuck together.
Oh.
I couldn't believe that we were getting a tattoo with you. I'm like, oh,
Yes.
we're like, I think the first thing I told you right after was like, oh, we're locked in.
Yeah.
Oh, bro,
We're like-
we've been dialed in since jump.
We're like stuck together.
Yeah.
Makes me can't get canceled.
Nah, dude.
Well, that's true. It can't get canceled. Like that wasn't gonna happen, tattoo or not. But no, yeah. It was just that thing felt right.
Mhm.
And when Juliet gave me permission to do it, I was like, okay, this must be real. God must be pleased, because my wife she won't let me go past my elbow. I have this reserved for like some special stuff I want to do just with my family. It's not going to be all big, and it's going to be, I just want like kind of script
Yeah.
stuff here, but she won't let me go past my elbow on either side. So that's why I had to get it up here. Not that I don't think I would have got it. Nah, this is a nice spot. I like this spot.
It's a good spot for it, bro.
It's a good spot. And what I love is that we all got variations of it.
Yes.
So we all didn't get the same thing.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
It's the closest to matching tattoos we'll ever get.
Yeah, that's exactly right. That's exactly right.
So
Yeah.
Tim, if now that we've talked a lot about our experiences and everything, as a friend, I just want to share, like, I'm so grateful for the way you operate, dude.
Yeah.
It's such a simple model that many leaders can't get because of whatever it is, childhood trauma, personal insecurities, whatever is in the way, it withholds them back from a simple leadership tactic. And you operate out of generosity, genuine generosity. It's never been, not once, like, hey, I'm doing this for you, so just know.
Yeah, no.
You got to remember, I'm your guy, and you can't go some. It's never been that. It's gross. Yeah,
It's gross. It's pretty gross.
So the way you operate, so beautiful. You constantly, even just like a few seconds ago, you're like, if God calls you somewhere else, I'm gonna be a launching pad for you.
yeah,
like,
for sure, absolutely.
And dude, it's so simple, and
Bro,
some people can't get it.
Let me tell you who my role model is. My role model in this philosophy, right, is Jon Stewart. Right, the basement to me is the Daily Show.
Yeah.
Right, you know what I mean. Yeah. Even though we're not on daily, don't put that pressure on me. At least not yet. But like the Daily Show with Jon Stewart was like this beautiful, satirical juggernaut on Comedy Central. I mean, it just anchored Comedy Central, right? You had Key and Peele revolve around that. Chappelle's Show revolve around that. All those were wildly popular, but like Jon Stewart's show was just like this anchor. It was just like, it's just there, right? And this guy, right? This Jewish guy sitting at a desk, right? Just launching at everything political, everything cultural, nothing off limits, right? And then to bring along all these other comics, right? Susan B, Stephen Colbert. There's so many different people
and Jon Stewart did it from 1999 to 2015.
That's right.
Consistently.
Yeah. So he does this show, right? And he spins off all these other careers, right? Stephen Colbert is like an anchor on the show. Then he winds up getting his own show. Yeah. Then he winds up the successor to Letterman. Yeah. Like John's mindset wasn't like, whoa. No. I put you on. That should be, I'm gonna put my name in the hat to succeed. You spin off a dude to come right after you. Right. Colbert blows up. Then he winds up, he took over for Letterman. Right. Are you kidding me, fam? At the Ed Sullivan do you know what that means in culture? Like it's just a huge thing. So I see myself like I want to be like this anchor, right? Like I'm just doing the basement. I'm just doing the basement. I'm just doing the basement, right? And then spin off Hector and Sam, spin off Hooli, spin off Jamie Kilstein, spin off, like let all these other people shine. Like Jamie's podcast is going to be dummy. It launches tonight.
Your interview.
Right?
Your interview
with me, right? It launches tonight with me, 8 p.m. Central Standard Time.
Yes, sir.
So Jamie Kilstein's
Let's Go.
The Back Row.
Yep.
The Back Row premieres tonight, 8 p.m. Central Standard Time.
It's linked everywhere right now.
It's already linked everywhere. Jamie's going to reach people I can't reach. Mm-hmm. But once we connected, we had our pod, then I realized there's this dude, there's a gift in here. Yeah. Yes. It's not just a talented guy. There's a gift in there. God's calling is on his life. Let's see what we can do. This dude did stand up for real. I did stand up for 2 years, but I did not get out there on the circuit like Jamie did. Okay. And there's a whole lot of stuff you can find on Jamie. If you Google, you'll find some stuff, old stuff that you would be like, I hate this dude, right? But this is the beautiful arc of seeing the redemptive story of God, right? You see where he is now and how his mind is focused. So I want, if that podcast blows up and does better than The Basement, we win. Right. I'm not going to be like, why is his number better than mine? I don't understand. How come everybody stopped listening to The Basement? They started listening to Jamie Kilstein. This is exactly what I want to happen, right? The people that watch The Basement, they're going to always watch The Basement. But there's room for the back row.
Yes, sir.
There's some people on the back row.
Yeah.
And they're going to listen to Jamie and get something from Jamie they don't get from me. And so, like, this is what it's all about to me. Like, that's, but Jon Stewart is my guy. Yeah. Well, Jesus is my guy, right? Like, he's the apostolic paradigm. But I'm talking about where do I look in culture for inspiration? Yeah. I find it more on the secular side than I do on the church side, because most people in church, to your point, are very insecure. Yeah. They're hella territorial. Very few people will let you go plant a church without a non-compete clause. I mean, first of all, just make that make sense in the kingdom. Like, do you even hear yourself? Right. A non-compete clause. When literally Jesus said, you shall be my witnesses, telling people about me everywhere, Jerusalem, Judea, and Samaria. Do you know how close they were to each other? Imagine Jesus going, hey, I've evangelized Jerusalem. I'm gonna need y'all, and Galilee, I need y'all to go at least 50 miles away. Cause like, I don't want y'all to reach the same people I was reaching. What are you kidding me right now? Right? It was Jerusalem, Judea, Samaria, then to the uttermost parts of the earth. But we got people literally over here like, hey, I know you know, I know you called to plant a church, but you know, you got to go at least 50 miles away. Some people have a like you got to go 2 states over. As if you reaching everybody.
Right.
Like the egregious assumption that, let's just take this Metroplex. This Metroplex has, let's just round it up, 8 million people. Dallas has about 8 million people in the DFW Metroplex. Yeah. What's the largest church in the DFW Metroplex? Does anybody know? Gateway? If okay, maybe Gateway is the largest. Okay, if it's the largest, what does Gateway have? 30,000 people across 6 campuses, 40,000, 45,000 people across 6 campuses?
Definitely Gateway Church.
Okay.
Yeah, it says weekly attendance of over 100,000 people every weekend.
Okay, but that includes it online. So I would say 45,000 people out of that 100. So yeah, okay, let's just say they're the biggest church in the DFW Metroplex. Are we really going to say that they're not going to dent in the 8 million people in the Metroplex? Right? 45,000 is a lot of people. Yeah. It's a lot of people, fam.
Yeah.
It's a small town.
Right.
Okay?
Right.
Put that into 8 million.
Yeah.
What have we even hit 1% of what we're trying to do?
Yeah.
So as great as Gateway is, are we gonna rely on Gateway to reach everybody in the whole Metroplex? Not everybody don't want Gateway's worship.
Right.
I love Gateway's worship. I didn't start off liking it.
Yeah.
That CCM, shoot, Juliet said, it sounds like a journal. That don't sound like a song. That sounds like a journal.
Like, why? They're depressed. Like, these people are sad.
That was Juliet's first comment. The first time we were in worship at Gateway, she was like, this sounds like a journal entry. She was like, where's the bridge? Like, you know what I mean? Where's the vamp? We were used to like gospel. We were used to like church songs, gospel music, right? And there's critiques that people can say on the other side, like, man, you guys sang the same verse like, 500 times. Pros and cons, right? Like to each his own. All I'm saying is the thought that there isn't enough room for everybody. When burger joints are new burger joints are still being put up in the Metroplex, as if In-N-Out ain't enough. As if McDonald's is not enough. As if Burger King's not enough. Jack in the Box is not enough. Right? Wendy's with their square patty is not enough.
Okay, question. I feel like you definitely like the volume changes when Wendy's comes up for you. And
Because it's a square patty, fam.
So are you enraged by them? Do you like Wendy's at all?
I
Does
just
it taste
think
good?
it's a stencil. Like why when you put a patty together, it's never gonna come out square. No. So I'm just trying to figure out who is stamping meat. And then what are you doing with the excess meat that don't fit after you stamp it? Like, are you making that into a new patty? It's gross is what I'm saying. And if you just made a patty just to fit cheese on it, there's other ways you could have done it. That's all I'm saying. So I'm in my mind, I'm like, there's no reason to be territorial.
Right.
There's no reason to be sitting up here being intimidated. Or if I'm off social media for a month, and I'm not posting any YouTube videos, Ruslan's gonna surpass me in the ratings. What ratings?
Right.
What are we against who?
Right.
I want Ruslan to have as many numbers. Go Ruslan. That's the homie. I love him.
Yeah.
I don't care.
Right.
Well, if we come back, we're losing momentum. What momentum?
Mm-mm.
This ain't about momentum. This is about obedience.
That part.
We do what we do. And the people that we're supposed to reach, that's who we're going to reach. When you keep it that simple, then you can celebrate everybody. I celebrate everybody. I don't celebrate everybody. As soon as I said that,
That's the fastest turnaround.
oh my God! As soon as I said that, my literalism was like, "The hell you do?" Like, you know what I mean? I don't celebrate.
I'm
everybody.
happy that you're honest though.
No, I
Some
don't.
people would cap about that.
No, I don't like everybody's content.
Yeah.
But I'm not against everybody. I'm not against nobody's content. I mean, I don't like it. Like, you know what I mean? And I don't support it, and I ain't gonna talk about it because I don't. There's no way I'm putting somebody on the radar I don't like. Right. That's just dumb. Now, if it's a restaurant that gave me food poisoning, I'm gonna tell everybody. Yeah. If it's a guy I don't like, I'm just not gonna talk about it. You know. So that's my philosophy, bro. And that philosophy keeps you with open hands. And open hands keep you with an open heart. And open heart keeps you with an open mind. And that way you can be like, oh, what are y'all doing? Oh, yeah. Oh, okay, that's a little different than what I do, but I feel you. I got you. I see what you're doing. You know what I mean? Like, and if there's a place where we can intersect, that's what I love about my relationship with Kilstein is we found a place we can intersect. Yeah. You know what I mean? He doesn't do what I do. I don't do what he does. We come from two totally separate backgrounds, but we found a place to intersect. And it's like, hey, bro, let's put you on, get you with a podcast because your voice needs to be heard. Like if there's a voice that I want people to hear, Kilstein's one of them. And I got more lined up. Like, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. So yeah, we working on some stuff. We working on some stuff, people. Y'all ain't even ready for what we working on. I can't even talk to you about it yet, but when I'm able to talk to you about it, though, you ain't gonna even be ready, though.
West Covina Tim has arrived.
Mm-hmm. In full effect. So that's my jam.
Well, the great thing about that mindset, dude, is it keeps you so present. Yeah. You're not like in this analytical brain.
Yeah.
And people don't become just numbers to you. You legitimately see them as they're in front of you.
Oh, for sure.
And that is so valuable to me, dude.
Yeah.
Like, that's why I rock with the basement through and through. The DNA is just like, it speaks to my heart. Like this community, I love the Dwellers, dude.
Yeah.
Like it is a full-blown community.
For sure.
And it's because of your mindset. It's because like you don't just see, oh, like we have 100,000 subscribers. Oh, we have this. It's literally like that's an individual.
It is. Okay, so all right, this is crazy. All right, so we're in Australia and we chilling, right? And so the day before you come. No, is it the day before y'all came? I think it was the day before y'all came. I had to go check on y'all's condo to make sure it was all good, and because I didn't want y'all to be in a trap house. You know what I'm saying? So, so I'm like, we got to go over here, and so I got to go get the keys and checked out the place and the whole night, right? So I go over. So it's only like a 4-minute walk over to you all's condo from where I am. So I come out of my place. You got to pass this train station, which you know well because you was on it like every day.
Every day.
Where am I going today? Where will this train stop? Listen, Sammy was just jumping on the train like, wherever you stop, I stop.
I lived on that train.
I come back when you come back, right? So I pass the train station. I go look at y'all's place, and then I'm walking back. As I'm walking back, there's a girl walking towards me, right? We get within speaking range. Her eyes get wide. She throws off her headphones and she's like, no.
Crazy.
It was wild. She's like,
Yeah.
I just finished listening to your last pod. Is this where you all are having your sabbat? Imagine being on the Gold Coast of Australia.
Yeah.
And a chick is listening to you on the train, gets off the train and walks into who she was just listening to. She's like, yo, how are you here? So, listen, she didn't have on no basement merch, but I had to show love. Like, when you that far away, and she had just graduated with her master's, kudos to you. I can't remember your name, obviously, forgive me. But kudos to you because she just finished her master's degree at University of Queensland. She's an American that moved over to Australia, got her education. So, yeah, if you're listening, salute to you. I'm so grateful. And please remind me of your name. Put it in the comment section or something. Tag me on Instagram. I know we took a picture together. So I've been off Instagram for months. I think I saw you when I first got there relatively close to when I first got there. So just remind me of who you are. But that was like a dope thing. You know what I'm saying? And I think by my count, there was about 5 to 6 people total in the month that I was there that literally recognized me from the pod. Like one guy was from New Zealand with his family on vacation. We just happened to be at this dope cafe spot called Elk Espresso. Ooh wee. Elk Espresso. I love you and I cannot wait to come back. Shout out to Elk Espresso. So he was from New Zealand. I got to holler at him. There was another lady. Noah and I were at Betty's Burgers. And we're sitting down and I'm talking to Noah, and we were probably 5 feet from the counter where you order the food. And it was time for Noah and I to go. So I stood up and she literally turns around. She was like, there's no way this is you right now. Like, that's how she starts off. Because there's no way this is you.
Instant denial.
And I was like, what? And she was like, you're not, how are you? There's no way you're here. How are you on the Gold Coast at Betty's Burger right now? And I'm like, what? And she was like, no, this is not you. She's looking at me going, this is not you. She was like, I reckon you have to have a twin because this can't be you. And I'm like, I'm me. And she's like, Tim Ross? I'm like, yes. And then she looks at Noah and goes, do you know who this is?
Yeah, that's my dad.
like Noah's like, that's my dad. Of course I know who this is. You think I'm sitting here eating with a stranger? She continued to ask Noah that question 5 to 7 more times. Do you know who this is? And every time he's like, it's my dad. Like it's really my dad. So she had this great testimony that she shared with me, which was really dope. And but just to be on the other side of the world and there's still people supporting you, that was wild. That was wild. And because I've been to Australia now, I think we did the count. I think I've been 30 times in 13 years. I spent so much time on that side of the world. It really has. It didn't click until I went back over there. It really, that's one of the places, along with Europe, that helped me understand broadly how the gospel is a one-size-fits-all message, but how there is a different cadence. There's unique colloquialisms and idioms to every nation that you have to dial into. What I realize is I'm so comfortable with those frequencies in Australia and in Europe that they're a part of how I talk here. And that's where people are like, I don't understand. Like, you know what I mean? This girl goes, it reminded me so quickly. I'm like, this is why I love y'all. So she says to me, she goes, I listen to your podcast. She goes, and certain podcasts I listen to, I literally think to myself, this guy should run the country. She was like, thank you, Tim. You should, I want you to run my country. She says, and then you do other podcasts. And I'm like, F you, Tim. You don't know what you're talking about. You are out of your mind. And I'm like, you're my people. Yeah. Like, y'all are my people. Like, you're my audience. You're the ones I'm really talking to, right? So it's just it's just those frequencies. I realize the frequencies are different in different countries, and certain frequencies and cadences are disruptive if you're in the wrong country. So.
You grab that. All right. So you might not remember this kid, but talking.
Oh! Yo! Is this a dude in Florida?
So
dude, you're gonna make me cry, bro.
You want me to set it up, or you got it? I'm gonna set it up then, because here comes the tears. So, when we did the Basement live show, the first one ever in Miami, there was a massive line afterward. There's probably 80 people that wanted to talk to Tim, right? And Tim talked to every single person. It wasn't a quick hi, photo, and get out. It was a genuine conversation, maybe 10 to 15 minutes each person, right? We were there forever, right? And the last one is this kid. And he waited to talk to you, to ask for advice because he's about to propose. And then Tim, you blessed him to help him get the ring, and he has officially proposed. And he says, this is Fabiano. He says, that night when Tim blessed my life with his generosity, it was the confirmation I needed from God to finally be able to buy the ring and start planning the engagement. Yesterday, I finally made it official, and it was such a Holy Spirit-led moment that God ordained from the beginning. And I wouldn't have been able to get there without Tim's obedience and generosity. I just want to thank all of you guys for what you're doing and for stepping out on water. You guys are impacting so many people like myself. I am beyond grateful. Just let him know I'm thankful for him.
Oh my God. I did not expect to see that. Just oh my God, dude. Bro, let me tell you something. That picture is literally worth 1,000 words.
Yep.
Let me see it again, dude. I got to see it again. Are you kidding me right now? So when did he do it?
Last Thursday.
Lord have mercy on my whole soul. Dude, they're beautiful. And obviously she said yes. Right?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
That would have been embarrassing. Oh man, Fabiano, you're a real one. Dang. Just good stuff, dude. All right, so let me tell you why I get so emotional with that. So, he tells me a story, and the ring I got Juliet, I remember telling the Lord, because we got married very, very young. I was 23 and she was 20 when we got married. And I just remember I didn't have a job or a car when I was dating Juliet. And in spite of that, I just remember telling the Lord, I can't get this chick no promise ring. Right? Like, I got to have a ring. So I went to the Redbird Mall. Okay. This before they changed it to like the Southeast, whatever they tried to rename that mall. But this is the Redbird Mall in South Dallas, right? I go to the Redbird Mall and I walk into a Zales, and Juliet has said one time we was on the phone, and she made mention, maybe a K Jeweler commercial came on, and she just said, oh, I can't stand Marquise Diamonds. I didn't know the names of diamonds and what she said, I just don't, I can't stand the look of Marquise Diamonds. And I was like, really? She was, so I was like, what kind of diamonds do you like? And she was like, princess cut. So I just always remembered princess cut, right? I don't even think we were dating. This might have been our little friend zone, which only lasted like a month, thankfully. But I remember her saying it. I never forgot it. So I go to Zales and I'm like, I need a princess cut diamond. Mind you, I have no job. I have no car. I have no down payment for a ring. I have nothing. Okay. Walk in here and I'm like, man, I need that, So he pulls up this the princess cut diamond. And he tells me, it's like, it might have been 3/4 of a carat or something like that. And he was like, but the clarity is really good on it. It's a good stone. So I'm like, all right, cool. That's the one I want. He was like, cool. Let me let you fill out the application for financing. I fill out my name and my address. There's a whole place there for her. employment history, how much do you make, and all that kind of stuff. Name, address. He had went in the back, cleaned up the diamond or whatever. He comes back. He looks at the application. He's like, I need you to complete the rest of it. And I was like, that's all I got right now. He was like, you don't have a job? I was like, no. He was like, do you have a down payment? I was like, no. And like with this almost exasperation, he walks in the back. So I'm like, he's about to call security and I'm getting kicked out of sales. You know what I mean? He's like, why are you even wasting my time? Right. Yeah. So I'm like, okay. So he's gone for like, it feels like 5 minutes. It might've been 3, but that's a long time when you like feel like you about to get kicked out of a place. Right. The dude comes back. He has put all the paperwork for that diamond in the little laminated sleeve. He has shined it, boxed it, put it in a nice little bag, and he hands it to me and he says, I know what the look of love. He said, I know the look of love. He said, you have it. He said, go get your girl. Those were exact words to me, the employee at Zales. Go get your girl. Start paying me whenever you can. I walked out with a diamond ring, with no job, and no car. My friend had to drive me up there. He was waiting for me outside, like I was going to rob the place, right? That's how he was like, it was like a getaway car. He didn't know what I was about to do. So, I remember that. Yeah. I remember that moment, right? And so when Fabiano tells me I'm saving up to get this girl this ring, I'm like, I was Fabiano. Yeah. I remember being Fabiano. I know the girl I want to spend the rest of my life with, and I don't want to come to her sideways. It ain't about the ring, and it does symbolize something. Right? I don't wear my ring in the house. I'm in my own house. I ain't got to like put on a bunch of stuff to walk from my bedroom to my living room way out. And so as soon as I saw that picture, bro, I'm like, it was like a flashback. And dude, it just made me emotional. And I'm so grateful it worked out. Like, so happy for Fabiano. And what is her name?
I didn't get the name.
Yeah. Yay.
And the context to the purity of Fabiano's heart is that entire night, he just came and said, how can I help?
Yeah, that's it.
So he helped put on the entire show.
Yes, he did.
He could have easily just skipped the line and talked to you and then roll out.
Yep.
He was the last person to say hi to you with no intention of, there was no intention of even getting money.
Nah, fam.
He just wanted to share his heart and how grateful he was.
Absolutely.
And little did he know, God wanted to.
Hey, and homie is a man of his word. Because he could have took what I gave him, like, oh yeah, I'm gonna pocket this and I'm gonna still keep saving for that. Homie's a man of his word. You know what I'm saying? And that's salute, man. I love. You know what I'm saying? And that's a beautiful story. It don't always end up like that, but man, that's. And here's the other thing: when you bless somebody, you ain't trying to follow up with them. Like, I didn't need that. Yeah. It blesses me to see it. But it wasn't like, hey, did you do right by that money? Yeah. Did you get that ring? Like, no, when you bless somebody with something, you got to let it go. Yeah. You know, I have so many, people will be like, I'm not giving homeless people no money because they might go buy some beer with it. And? Yeah. Right. Like, if you either going to give it or you not going to give it. Yeah. You know what I mean? And sometimes you have to use discernment. If somebody says they're hungry, and then you say, let me go buy you some food, and they don't want the food, then okay, maybe they was going to buy some meth. You know what I mean? Maybe they was going to try to get that little crackhead or whatever. But if you're going to get them money, man, don't be in your mind. Make sure you do the right. No, man, it's out of your hand now, man. Stop playing. Like, you know what I mean? You got to let them have it and let them walk with it. So, bro, that just blessed my whole life. Wow. That's dope. That's dope. Man. Wow. What else we talking about? Because that's a happy ending right there. I love that. That's dope.
No, dude. I mean, this was just the fun, happy pod. Because it was our
Dude.
return back.
It is our return back. And it's such a great, oh, you sent it to me too. Yeah, dude, this is what I'm talking about, man. This is what I'm talking about. Like this is the life we want to live, fam. Like if you get anything from this pod, like let it be rest in what God has given you. If God gave it to you, you can rest in it. The month of July for us was resting in what God gave us.
Yep.
We literally rested in it. We rested from it. We came back to it. And it's still here. So we get to just jump out here now and get back to the pods. You know what I'm saying? This week is gonna be great. Tomorrow we drop a pod with Montel Jordan. I know there's a couple thousand people that saw that pod when it aired about a month and a half ago. But we had to pull it because Montel and Kristen were preparing some things. But now those things are prepared. And so we're gonna drop that pod. And I know that's gonna be a blessing to people. And y'all gotta get ready. You watch that pod to the end, and you're gonna find out that for thousands of you all that are in relationships, they have resources that are going to be very, very beneficial to you. So I'm really excited about people to catch that. And then we got a solo pod coming up on Thursday that's going to be fire. And I don't even remember what we were talking about.
Back row is tonight.
Back row is tonight with Jamie Kilstein. OMGZ. Listen, y'all, don't look at that pod if I'm on Jamie's podcast. That's my disclaimer. I'm his guest, but I'm on his podcast.
Yeah.
And I am not on the basement, so I am rather uncensored on there. I was in a mood that day, and we got into some good stuff, and so that's gonna be a great pod for my Australian and my European audience. It might make my down south American audience cringe a little bit, but y'all will get over it. Cause I'm over y'all, so y'all can be. I'm over y'all. Y'all should be over me. That way we over each other. And just be. You know what I'm saying? Like okay. So let me say this. Okay. That month off.
Mm-hmm.
Let me tell you something. When I tell you I detox from some things,
What'd you detox from, Tim?
I detox from people's opinions. I detox from differing opinions and perspectives. I detox from what people think is sin. Versus what really is sin. I detox from people's personal convictions that I don't align with. I just detoxed a lot from a lot. And so I'm really settled in my assignment in this season. My assignment is to the highways, byways, bushes, and shrubs.
Yes, sir.
Point blank, period. Like that's who I'm after. Highways, byways, bushes, and shrubs. And let me say this. I've reconciled that it's not either or. It's not pulpit or podcast. Pick one. It's both. When I'm in the pulpit, I do not talk like I'm on a podcast. And when I'm on a podcast, I do not talk like I'm in a pulpit. And if that's very difficult for people to reconcile, then they need to make a decision on what they need to do. We've had people rescind their invitations for me to come preach at their church because they can't reconcile who I've been in the pulpit versus who I am in the podcast. That's their prerogative. I respect it. If you don't want me to come because of what you said there, you can't come preach here. Okay, but let's be clear. I've never said anything in the pulpit that I've said on a podcast. I would never mix those two things up because a sermon is completely different from a conversation. You don't sermonize the way you conversate, and you don't conversate the way you sermonize. It's just not the way that happens, right? So so I'm reconciled with that now. Like, I'm at peace with it now. I'm not over here struggling with, like, do I just need to do a podcast now and don't preach anymore? No, I do both. Yep. I do both. God's given me a grace and a calling that I still feel like I have to preach. It's not my predominant thing that I lead with, though. I only preach at a few churches. And I make no apologies for the way I have conversations on the basement. Like, that's just not happening. So I'm at peace with that. I'm at peace, and I've finally been able to metabolize it. But I got that in my rest. Mm-hmm. In my rest, that was able to detox out of me, and it's not disruptive to me anymore. The other thing is, I'm saying this like real time. We'll talk about it off air as well, but I probably ain't gonna be on social media no more like that. So, Juliana, have fun with my social.
Hey, dude, there's freedom in that, though.
I just don't like. I love it, and I'm glad I have a presence. But like, I love when I interact with people in person. You know what I'm saying? There's not you can't really get context to anything on social media, and I realize that while it's a good place to entertain and to educate in snippets, it's a bad place for a conversation. And so,
well, and that's what this is, though, dude. Like, you are the way that you would interact or want to interact with anyone on social media, you are doing in this space.
Yeah, absolutely. And I love this space. And when we chop it up, I realize now this is another revelation I received in my stillness, is that the clip is now the whole message. Mm-hmm. It as it relates to culture.
Yep.
Like, the majority of people, I can't say everybody, the majority of people do not want full context. Whatever you said in the clip is now their whole message. I hated your 90 seconds. Well, it was an invitation for you to go get more context. I don't want more context. Yep. I've heard enough. Yep. I hate you.
Yep.
Right? And so that is like, that's sad, and I'm not fighting it.
Okay, so you've had a month off. You've been able to detox and really just allow God to push all that out of you. Like, people's opinions, back then there was some things that you would see and it would pinch.
For sure. Because
right?
I'm an empath and I love people, and I be wanting everybody to understand, and I want everybody to be okay, and everybody's not gonna be okay. That's the bottom line.
Yeah. So now that you're on the other side and you've been able to do that, what would you tell someone who, like, obviously might not have the luxury to be able to take a whole month off? Like, they're the regular 9 to 5 and they have increments of rest at lunch and when the kids get to bed. What's something you could help them with?
That's a great question. So let's be clear. I have not always been in a position. Julia and I talked about this when we were in Australia. We've never been anywhere for 5 weeks. So let's not act like that has been, that's our normal. Like, we just got here, right? But I always rested. Always. Like I'm going to disengage. Mm-hmm. And if you can't do it for 5 weeks, maybe you can do it for 9 days, because that's the vacation time you have. My encouragement is take it all. Mm-hmm. But don't try to break it up. They give you 2 weeks vacation. Take it. Yeah. Leave them jokers alone. Don't feel guilty for using the time they gave you to leave. Because understand, they're not going. They gave you vacation time, right, but they're not going to encourage you to take it. Right. You got to take a vacation. They don't give you one. You got to take it. Yeah. So for me, I'm like, take your 2 weeks. Take it all at once. Don't break it up. Right. You know what I'm saying? In the same way, I do 11 months and then I'm off for a month. I don't break it up. Now, tomorrow I have a spa day. I get a 4-handed massage tomorrow. It is luxurious. Whatever you think your best massage has been, I promise you, it's literally doubled when you have a 4-hand massage. Because literally, for that, I think it's like 80 minutes. One masseuse is only working you from the waist down. And the other masseuse is only working you from the waist up. What are we talking about? This side of heaven?
Yeah.
That's euphoric. That's tomorrow. Today's my first day back at work.
Yeah.
I'm getting a 4-handed massage tomorrow. Like, you know what I mean? I'm wrapping up my last 2 tapings with Tone. And then, you know what I'm doing Thursday? Nothing.
Yeah.
Friday? Nothing. Saturday and Sunday? Yeah. In Scottsdale, Arizona at Pillar Church with my twin brother, Preston Morrison. We about to make it happen this weekend. If you in Arizona, if you anywhere within 2 hours of Scottsdale, come through. Saturday night or the Sunday morning services, get at your boy. All the basement dwellers in Arizona, stand up. Come through. Pillar Church is a great church. Preston is a great pastor. And I'm honored to contribute in any way that I can this whole year. If you've been church hurt and you've been looking for a place where you can have community, go to Pillar Church. Pillar Church is not a perfect church, but it's a really good church. And I always disclaim that because when people get church hurt, they look for perfection next, right? Because they never want to be hurt again. That's not going to happen. Just find you're not looking for perfect, you're looking for safe. And I'm telling you right now, Pillar is a safe church. So, if all of my Arizonian, is that what they call them? I don't know.
They do now.
Maybe, hey, booyah. Add it to the lexicon, okay? To all of my Arizonians, I'm in Scottsdale this weekend. So, and this is real time because it's live, so we can say this live. So this is this weekend, Scottsdale, Arizona, the 12th and 13th. That's where I'll be at Pillar Church. So holla at your boy. I'm not saying that we might be able to have a conversation or anything like that because I'm at work. I go to work for Pillar, okay? So I'm there to preach, not do like a basement meet and greet. So that's not what it is, okay? But if you come, I think you're going to love the community. You'll love worship. And I don't know what I'm preaching yet, but I think God is going to give it to me. And yeah, that's what that is. But yeah, no, that's I'm at peace with all the things. And that's a good feeling to be in.
Do you want to talk a little bit about what we're doing right now and what it means for the future?
Nope.
Done. Say less.
Yeah. Not yet. Not yet. Not yet. But if Sammy asking that question and me saying not yet, just
anticipation.
It just piqued y'all's interest though. Now y'all gonna be like, what? And then some of y'all are so nosy that you can't wait for us to say it. So you're gonna start assuming stuff and then starting rumors and all kind of stuff. Tim is doing something with Tyler Perry on BET because Tyler just bought BET, and so Tim is about to start doing a show on BET. That's what y'all, that's the kind of whack rumors y'all be starting.
News to me.
News to me too. Fake news. But somebody's gonna clip it and be like, Tim Ross is going to be on BET with Tyler Perry. No, I'm excited about some of the stuff that we got planned. And but yeah, it's not time to talk about it quite yet. So yeah, it's all good. Other than that, y'all about to get 3. Y'all got this pod tomorrow, Thursday. We back like we never left, fam. We are literally back like we never left.
Should we live stream next Monday?
Absolutely, we should live stream.
We can talk about that.
Yeah, are they?
That's what my question was targeted, by the way. It was,
and now they know there's something else.
Oh well, you should have been more clear. I didn't know
I'm
what
a
you were
vague
talking
guy.
about. That was very vague. But yeah. We're gonna be live streaming this whole month. Is that it?
Let's do it every Monday.
Done.
Every Monday.
Done.
Easy.
For the rest of this month. I mean, we've been gone. I guess we have the bandwidth for it. We can't say we're tired.
No.
We can't say we're tired. So, yeah, for the rest of this month, we're live streaming every Monday, 12 noon, Central Standard Time. Let's go. Like, that's what I'm talking about. Hope the chat's going cray.
They are.
Julio's like,
Fun.
yeah, nah, I love you guys so much. I missed y'all. I'm so grateful to be back. And it's just, the vibe just feels good. It feels good to be back. I'm grateful to be with you. I love my dwellers. I love the community. Thank you for your generosity. Thank you for your support. Thank you for your prayers. Thank you for your words of encouragement. Thank you for your feedback. Thank you for your belief. Thank you for your criticism. Thank you for everything. Like, I love you guys so much, and you guys mean so much to me. And there's nothing I'd rather be doing than this. Like, this is, I'm called to this. I'm supposed to do this right here. We create this safe space where people can give us the gift of their vulnerability, and that we get to do the same. And so, live every Monday for the month of August. It's not there's no way to make it as dope as Live Ember. No. There's no way to make it, like, it can't be Logist.
No.
It's terrible.
I was literally
That's so lazy too. Just add an L,
August.
and now it's Live August. It's Logist. No, it's
July would have been better,
July.
but
Ooh.
and I can't take credit for that. Someone did message me and pitch that.
Nice.
But we were already taking July off. So
yeah. July.
But there's no
Ooh.
one for August, and that makes my heart sad.
That live stream hitter. Call it that.
Live Gus.
Live Ogo. Live God's Kids. Live Parrots. Live Bird.
I can't. Hector.
Live Covina.
Live Kobe. Oh my goodness. Hector es loco. Oh my goodness. Okay, well, I think we're done. I do think we're done. After Live Ogo or whatever that was, I felt it. I kind of felt this. We started a descent. You know, the wheels didn't come out yet, but I just felt like, you know what? We're coming out of the clouds now. It's time to eat. That's what it is.
Hey.
Hector's like, I'm hungry. And so I'm just going to sabotage the rest of this pod by giving out the wackest names for the month of August until he shuts it down. Are you done yet? Are you done yet? Are you done yet? Yes, we're done. I love you guys. And wow, I don't even want to sign off.
I just want to be here forever.
I know.
No, you hang up. No, you hang up. No, you hang up. No, you hang up. Just put the phone down. Let me that you.
The chat is.
I just want to hear you breathe.
So bad.
Did anybody do that beside me?
Just eat on the live.
I just want to hear you chew food.
Wow.
The way your saliva glands masticate the food in order for you to be able to swallow it, baby. I'm trying to give y'all W biology Riz. That's Riz. Son of mine, 15-year-old of mine, who has a mustache now. Ooh, that lip is trimmed. That lip is trimmed. The 15-year-old has a mustache.
Let's go.
He has a mustache. Puberty has hit him in the face.
Bro's a little freak.
Hey, he's not a freak. My son's not a freak. He might be, actually. Gotta pray. I don't want to leave, but I guess we got to. We'll come back next week and we'll keep it doing. Were you about to say something about the live?
Oh, they started overwhelming the chat with Live Gust, but it just sounds scary.
Live Gust.
Wanna vomit.
It sounds German.
Yeah.
Live
Yeah.
Gust.
It's very aggressive.
Sounds like something the SSR.
It's a good in it.
Yeah, it's just guttural. Like Live Gust. It's like we're about to invade France. Live Gust.
Oh my god.
Oh my! I'm so sorry that Germany is forever inextricably linked to Hitler. It's so sad.
It is sad.
It's just like a national shame that dude put on them. But it's not
and
your
the
fault,
language just
Germany.
sounds
I
very
love you guys.
aggressive.
It's a crunchy language.
It is.
That is
It is.
very, very true.
Abrasive.
Now, the homie Tim Rivers, who's my successor at Embassy City, he's German.
Really?
He was born in Germany.
Wow.
Oh no, Germany is first language.
Wow.
I think he moved to if I got it right, Tim Rivers moved to America when he was 9 years old. But he's like legit German. He is
awesome.
he's Afro-German.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
So cool, dude.
Yeah. But it's a crunchy language. And I say that, I don't know if that's,
Yeah, right. It doesn't have to be.
it's just,
Yeah.
you know what I mean? Live Ghost. That just said,
You want to serenade someone with French or German?
I'm like, there's some Germans that are like, I hate him. I truly am not listening to this podcast
Your
anymore.
impersonation's a little Cookie Monster.
It's
It's just the visual I had, man.
Damn. Cookie Monster. Crumble cookies and Life Ghost. Crumble cookies and Live Ghost. Live Ghost sounds like an order
It does.
of like, but I don't know what though. Like Live Ghost. I don't know if that's like fire or if it's like more
Yeah.
or if it's like lunch. How do you say lunch in German? Somebody in the chat.
Let's find out.
Somebody in the chat. Somebody in the chat knows. Somebody in the chat knows. I promise.
Someone just said, I started Live Gus and I'm sorry.
It's lunch.
They're taking responsibility for it.
Chat, I'm so sorry.
Lunch in German is lunch.
Oh no, I'm sorry. It's Mittagessen. Mittagessen.
Nah, fam, that's Japanese.
No, I promise you.
Hit the
I don't know how you said
speaker.
that.
Let's hear it.
Rosta Boltewiki Deutschland. Hold on one sec. Right here.
Yeah.
Mittagessen.
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 Hit it again.
Mittagessen.
Just for lunch, man. 4 syllables for lunch. Listen. That nation likes doing things the long way.
Yeah.
That's it.
Yes.
Can you imagine saying that?
Mittagessen.
We about to have that many syllables? Lunch. ¿Cómo se dice lunch en español?
Lonche?
No.
Der Kämpfer für Christus.
Desayuno es breakfast. Cena. It's doesn't it start with like an A or something? Hold on. Huh? Almuerzo. That almuerzo. Sí. A M E U E R R, sí. S O Z O. Amureza. Almuerzo. See, yeah. Let me tell you something. It is so disrespectful, huh? It's lunch. It's not it. Please don't. I was about to say.
It's
unique Mexican saying
sometimes have different words.
Yeah, but I don't like when Americans think they're speaking Spanish when all they're doing is adding O. Hey, what is lunch in Spanish? Luncho. I grew up around Mexicans. Like, it's offensive to me. I'm part Mexican. Like, I be getting heated. Be like, they'll be talking, where is the restaurant? And they'll be like, ¿qué? Restauranto. And you're like, hey, dog, you are lazy and you are trifling. El restaurante. See? Oh, man. Yeah, see. Restaurante. See. Yeah, I just don't disrespect the language like that by just adding an O at the end. Luncho. Ridiculous.
It's Mexican slang.
Yeah.
What is the Mexican slang for lunch? Lonche. Ugh. Nobody wants to say that. Lunche. Lunch. I'm with it, so it's so much better. I think we're done here.
We have fully ascended into madness.
But you gotta understand this last 20 minutes or so. It's just I miss y'all. I miss y'all.
I got one more. I have one more German thing that I think will great. Would you be opposed to me playing it real quick for Christ?
Go ahead.
Der Keller und dieser West-Covina Hitter.
Now say it in English.
Now that was German for the basement and that West Covina hitter, just for my brother. And we'll do it one more time and we're signing off.
Der Keller und dieser West-Covina Hitter.
I'm with it. Cause she just said West Covina hit her.
Yeah.
So that wasn't crunchy at all. All right, so there's some words that might be good in the German language, but live gust is clearly not one of them. Ladies and gentlemen, this has been your 5-week hiatus return to the basement. I think we're just knocking some rust off. Or I just think this is us. Just being us. Anyway, I love you guys very much. And I'll see y'all next Monday live. But we'll be in the chat Tuesdays and Thursdays. We are back like we never left. I love you guys so much. Peace.